Good up.
This is Channel 253.
On this episode of the Grit and Grain Podcast.
I'm originally as a process chemist. So a process chemist, your end goal in the pharmaceutical industry is to do things the same way, the same time, and get the same results.
Sure.
Make things cheaper and more inexpensively, I should say. Faster, but with the utmost quality. I still believe the same about beer, and I do try to apply that every time we brew that beer. Mm-hmm. But these beers, this gives you that opportunity to do something different that somebody doesn't expect.
Sure.
That you don't even know what's going to happen with it. So there's risk involved. But what's it going to be? I don't know. But it'll be fun.
Channel 253 is member supported. I'm producer Doug Mackey, and I hope you will show your support by going to channel253.com/membership and join. Thank you.
Welcome to the Grit and Grain Podcast, where we explore and celebrate the craft beer industry, community, and history in Tacoma, Washington, and surrounding Pacific Northwest areas. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's get to it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Grit and Grain Podcast, coming to you guys from Peaks and Pints in Tacoma, Washington. Hi, Jenny. My name is Matt McLaren. I'm here as always with Ron Swarner.
Hello.
How's it going, Ron?
I'm ready for some monkey business today.
Okay. It's close enough. God damn it. Me too. Bethany, how's it going?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Good. Doug's on mic as well. How's it going, Doug?
Excellent.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Doug's going on a trip pretty soon, and I can't wait to hear more about it when
That'll
you get
be
back.
more excellent.
I know.
Even than now,
I don't know.
if you can believe it.
Doug's going to Europe to drink a bunch of fancy European beer.
Well, I'm going to
Should be a mild time.
Jesus Christ. That's pretty good.
Just monkeying around.
All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you haven't, please do like and share and follow and do all that stuff. It helps us out a ton, and we really appreciate it. And speaking of fancy European beer, we're talking to somebody who makes a bunch of fancy European beer, but is not from Europe, and that's my favorite thing about it. They're local. Today's guest is Todd from Monkless Belgian Ales.
Hi, Todd.
How you doing? Thanks for having me.
For sure. Thanks for being here, man. I'm super pumped for this. The timing worked out great, and we have gushed about your beer plenty on this fucking podcast, and super pumped to actually talk about it. Cool. Before we get into it, though, what are you drinking right now?
The Paulaner Hefeweizen, but I'm getting ready to pop open this Four Devils too.
Awesome. I will chug this in preparation for Four Devils.
Yeah.
I know. It's really nice to see Paulaner on tap, Ron. Good job. I feel like that's a love letter to just beer nerds, is like having an import on tap like that. Just like, oh shit, Paulaner's on tap. We've all had it a million times.
Yeah.
But it's still like the most exciting thing to see.
We got one guy just drinking the cans as they arrive to the cooler.
Oh, awesome.
Just gobbling them up.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Cracks one on his way out the door.
I have a list of like retirement goals, and that's one of them. Is just like just mainline Paulaner half the entire time. Bethany, what are you drinking?
I have the Sea Pine Mosaic Pale.
Sweet. Looks exactly like
Excellent.
mine. But,
Excellent.
I've got Steeplejack's table beer. Also excellent. Ron, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the Stillwater Red Sauce Pills and the Pour.
From
A
pour?
Yeah, from Monkless.
A pour. Which is like probably it's. I mean, Todd can talk about it.
Yeah.
It's a Belgian quad base. We ferment that on cherries, so nice 10% beer. Much better in the bottle, I have to say, though.
Jeez, Ron.
It's delicious. I'm going to keep it.
Good. I know. I'm like, I'll get you credit for that real quick.
Thank you.
Going for that one
really
later in the night.
Yeah, totally. Doug, what are you drinking, man?
I am drinking that Pils as well. Same thing, Stillwater.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Can I take a sip of one of yours? I have not tried that.
I
Is
would
that
be
cool?
honored if you would. Well, okay.
Sorry, you don't have as much left. I didn't want to.
Thanks.
It's really aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That-
That's super
I had
punchy.
some of Greer's.
Damn. Delicious, though. All right, I'm chugging this so I can drink some Four Devils. Okay, Four Devils I really like, and I think it's like one of the most clever names of any beer. Can you explain why it's called Four Devils?
Sure. I can't take a lot of the credit for it, unfortunately, but I'll tell you the story. It originally started as a collaboration with the Abbey Bar in Portland, which does not exist any longer, unfortunately. Bristol was awesome. I really loved her. It was every year at her anniversary, she would have somebody brew a beer for them. Sometimes it was a homebrew club kind of beer. Other times it was a professional brewery. She wanted a beer that was of the style of Duvel, similar to that. And it was her 4th anniversary, so she wanted to call it Four Devils. So there you go. So that's how that beer started. And it's 9%, 30 IBUs, nice strong golden. It's one of my favorite beers.
So I actually did not realize that was the name. That was the origin of the name, because there's quite a bit of overlap between that and just like the sort of history of that specific style and the breweries that make it, referencing like the devil in some way on the labels.
Yep.
So I thought you were specifically inspired by the 4 major brewers of like Belgian golden
Damn, that would
strong
have been a
ales.
better story.
I'm sorry. This whole time I was like, all right, well, we're going to start with the fuck up. This whole time,
We'll start over.
I sell this fucking guy's beer, too. If you can believe that. Yeah, I was like, I know, right?
Cheers.
I was like, okay, there's like 4 major producers of this style of beer, and they all reference like evil or something on the label, like very famously Duvel or Pyrat. And so I was like, oh, Four Devils, like this is inspired by these 4 breweries that name their beer after the devil.
Shoot.
Maybe that's what she was.
Well, Duvel, it's Dr. Duvel. Duvel is devil.
For sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's delicious, and 9%. That I would not say 9%.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so smooth. It's really nice.
It's one of the things I just love about that beer. It's actually at the brasserie. It's the shift favorite for everybody because it's 9% and has a good kick to it.
Get
but
your money's
you have
worth.
no idea.
Yeah, it doesn't drink like 9.
Drinks like a whip
Thank
beer,
you,
man.
Thank you.
It's really nice.
Delicious. Well, yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know, the brewery, again, it's Monkless Belgian Ales. And again, a very clever name because you guys specialize in beer that is typically only made by monks around the world.
That's right.
But you yourself are not one. I mean,
Correct.
Unless I got that fucking wrong, too. I could just be, yeah. It's like, no, I've been at the Abbey for 14 years, Matt.
You got that one right.
Okay, good. So yeah, where did the idea for this like pursuit come from? Because this is a tough category, I think, and you guys nail it. And you're not, like I said, you're not a monk.
Yeah. This came about over years. I mean, I'll try to distill the story down a little bit, but I'm an organic chemist originally. We moved to Bend in 2004, and I switched fields. Working in software, started traveling a lot, and one of our customers, Johnson & Johnson, that I worked with closely, had a facility outside of Antwerp, and I would go to visit them. I went. 2004, we moved to Bend. Later that year, I went and visited them for the first time, hanging out with locals. They're picking out beers for me. And I just moved to Bend, which arguably is a beer mecca, right?
Oh, totally.
But there's nothing like this in Bend. And I started drinking these beers and went, holy shit, this stuff is fantastic. And I thought the beers I was being exposed to in Bend were great. But this just started to become something that had a real place in my heart. And I kept going back. I go back year after year. And a scientist by nature, I kind of went, I miss that. I can't have it at home. I should be able to brew beers. So I started studying, and
I can do this.
I can do this. I can think about this hard enough. I can do this, right? Yeah. And I started studying lots of plain rise and reading books, and then just borrowed one of my buddies' homebrew equipment, and one thing led to another. Started brewing these beers, but I could tell you this: if somebody in Bend had been doing beers like this, a lot of them. We had Crux. Crux is doing like double cross, so Crux is a fabulous beer. But there was nobody really doing beers like this,
Yeah,
golden
like Trappist
across the
style.
whole way. Yeah,
Yeah.
triples. I love triples, and that's kind of how it started. You know, it was a need more than anything
Yeah.
else.
It was selfish.
Yeah.
It was.
You're like,
it really
I
was.
need this beer in my
Nobody's
life, and I
doing
don't
it.
have it. Yeah.
Some
I mean,
do
we
it.
had a
It's amazing.
horrible Belgian beer habit. I mean, my glass recycling was full of 750s every other week. That's
Mine right now.
It kind of got embarrassing.
You're like, let's put it in a keg instead.
I know. I take it to the thing myself because I don't like it when they pick it up because I feel like they're going to judge me every time.
You probably do.
They probably do. Well, that makes total sense. I love that it was a selfish pursuit. And then sure enough, you guys ended up being one of the best at it. You were small brew of the year a few years ago, right?
Mid-size.
Mid-size.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. You're mid-size.
2020.
All in the back of Double, if I remember correctly. Just crushed.
That's right.
Such a fantastic beer.
Thank you.
How
Thank
long
you.
between like the home brewing and then the brewery opening?
Launchings? Yeah. So 2011, I brewed my first 5-gallon batch of beer, and we actually started the brewery in 2014. I have a 1-barrel system that we still kind of use occasionally. Usually we just use it for brewing the ginger ale that we have at the brasserie, but that was in 2014. 2016, we launched the brewery at the old production location that we just moved out of, which was a 10-barrel brew house. So it was a pretty short period of time, I guess.
Wasn't
A few
10 Barrel
years.
there before you?
Yeah, it was 10 Barrel's original production location. So, yeah. Chris
Quite
and
the building.
Jeremy Cox were our landlords there. So they're awesome dudes. I mean, they helped us all the time. 10 Barrel helped us all the time whenever I needed. I called Jimmy, hey,
Yeah.
you got any Munich? I don't have any. I need to
10
brew
Barrel
tomorrow.
has that reputation, actually.
Yeah, they're great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have a super man. That might be the first brewery. Your original production facility might be the first brewery that I ever took my kid to. Now that I think about it, I don't think he ever came with me to a family-friendly brewery before that. But we were taking a trip to Bend for a friend's wedding, and made it a point to stop there. This was a while back. I think he was like 4. And we played with like the little ball tower game that you guys had.
Yep.
That was like the whole afternoon. And yeah, now that I'm like saying this out loud, I'm pretty sure it was the first brewery I ever went to with my kid.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. It's going to mess him up
I
forever.
went to it after the Bend Beer Fest one year.
Oh, yeah? Cap it off with some,
Yeah, with some 10%.
some curtain closer.
Yeah, maybe not the smartest thing,
Yeah.
but it's delish.
Best nightcap ever.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it was just a personal love of like Trappist-style beer. It wasn't, just the affinity for the style.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I don't know if that makes it a better story or not. To be honest,
No,
but for
I
me,
love
it was
it.
just it was really filling a need and something that I really wanted. Not like a need to drink more alcohol, but
But if you're gonna,
but yeah,
Might
if
as well
you're gonna,
be-
it might as well be a really good Belgian, and that's my goal. I want to be as good as they are, and so we still have a lot of work to do. Trying all the time.
Yeah.
To make the beers better, but
that's hard work, man.
Yeah.
There. For anybody unfamiliar with just like Trappist, do you feel like telling the story of like what a Trappist beer is?
Sure, you can fill in if you want
Sure.
to. And that's the brewing tradition in Belgium is rooted in monastic life. It goes back centuries, and it was initially started as a way to basically purify water, so that they could actually drink the water. And then out of that, monastic life. Monastery started brewing beer, and there are several. I think there's only 6 now in Belgium right now because Akkel no longer is certified Trappist. But they, in order to be Trappist, the beer has to be brewed within the walls of a monastery. The monks have to be involved in the brewing process, in the brewing activities, and they have to donate all the money back that they don't use to support themselves or to support the brewery. So
It's a non-profit endeavor.
yeah. And they have to satisfy all those criteria in order to have that Trappist logo that you see like on a West Mall or something like that. So it's really cool. It's I love all those beers too. They're all just phenomenal. And you look at a brewery like Orval that does one beer. They do one beer, and sell so much more than I could ever dream of selling just from that one beer that they brew, and that's all they do.
I know it's wild. And it's a Brett beer too, which is like impossible to sell otherwise.
Have you
Orval
been?
just does it.
Maybe someday you'll have a monkless day instead of a Norval day.
Today's Monkless Day, Ron.
Yes.
Have you been to any of those Trappist breweries?
No, I still like all
Are
my
you
trips.
allowed? Like, can you see the breweries? Yeah.
So we're going in September. So Belgian Brewery, I can't remember Stu's last name. We have a trip in September that he does these tours. So we're doing the Holy Trappist tour in September. My wife and I. So it'll be fantastic. I mean, I've been
Walk
there
around
all
with an
those
open jar,
times.
capturing all the yeast and stuff.
I've been there so many times, but it's just you're working the whole time, and then basically I'll go out, and I'd had notes for days on all these different beers that I loved and whatnot. So, but I've never had the opportunity to do that, and it's always been one of the things we wanted to do. So now we're finally getting the opportunity to do it. So
awesome.
that'll be really cool.
You have to report back. We'll have you on for part 2 sometime.
Totally.
I
Let's do
I
it.
bet it's not like the breweries around here, right? I mean, I bet there's some differences
Dude,
going
totally
on
would
in the walls of the monastery.
Yeah, I mean they're not like they're not immune to just like the advancements of all kinds of technology, but in general, like you can see pictures and video tours and stuff, and like in general, it's
Similar.
like those guys, old labor producers. It's very dusty. It's like very like classic looking or like ancient looking. It's really cool. And then the quality of beer that they produce consistently is just insane. But it's also buried in thousands of years, thousands of years of like tradition and technique. It's awesome. I know we talk a lot. It comes up a lot, especially when people are like, "Hey, like where do I find like really good Belgian stuff?" And there's just not a lot of folks making it locally consistently, and that's really all you guys do. Is there any particular aversion to like non-Belgian stuff, or is it just like this is what I'm good at, this is what I'm trying to drink myself, so here it is?
I wouldn't say there's an aversion. There's not a lot of styles outside of Belgians that I would go, "Oh, I just got to have that." I mean, I would say if I'm going to pick a beer style outside of what we do, it'd be an Imperial IPA, to be honest with you.
Really? All right.
Yeah, totally.
Good answer.
Like Benefaction, the beer that Ales for Ales beer that we do, it's a double dry hopped Belgian style Imperial IPA, 9.6%. I absolutely love that beer. We do it once a year. We have it right now. I love it.
Yep.
But there's not a lot that I just go gravitate towards. So it's kind of fun sometimes when I do step out of the box and kind of go try something that I haven't. A nice, I had one, I was talking to Nick about this on the way up. We were at Prost, my wife and I, several months ago, and it was an 8% wheat beer and Hefeweizen, and it was the banana and the clove and those characters that came out, but that reminds me a lot of Belgian beer, I guess. So
Sure.
It was phenomenal.
That's awesome. Imperial Weiss beer
was,
is the next
yeah,
one.
I was like, wow, that's great. It's 8%. I'll take it.
I mean, you guys already do kind of a version of that with the Imperial Wit.
Yep.
So you don't go over to Boneyard and have a Notorious too often?
I'm not having an aversion to it for sure.
That's triple though, Ron.
I definitely don't have a problem with big beers.
Speaking of that, can we crack one of the ones that you brought?
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple sitting.
So there was one reason that I also, opened that beer. It's because that's the base beer for a couple of these that I wanted to open.
Sweet. That's perfect. Benedictine series. I'm gonna crack this guy open.
Yeah, it's got yeast in the bottom.
Does it?
Yeah,
I
that's,
will decant appropriately.
That beer is, you got fill theirs first before mine too, because I've obviously had the beer.
Thank you.
Temprano Demonios. That was this is Four Devils as the base beer, Belgian strong golden. In a these were second use pink tequila barrels.
Whoa.
And so we had already taken the Trinity, our triple, out of those barrels. So we filled it with Four Devils, and that had 100 pounds of Tempranillo grapes in with it for about 10 months. Then it had 2 months bottle conditioning before we released that beer.
And we don't need to wash out the glass.
No, it's just more base beer.
Really beautiful color.
Yeah, the
So
color is gorgeous.
Yeah, so nobody can see this, but the grapes I mean, immediately after filling that barrel for about 3 weeks, we just had this kind of purplish beer just.
I mean, even the
coming
head
out
on it has like a slight kind of pink tinge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like ruby red.
What is pink tequila?
So it's a good question. A tequila barrel, tequila barrels are typically like second use whiskey barrels. But whiskey barrels aren't built as well as wine barrels. So a pink tequila barrel is a red wine barrel that was then used to age tequila. Then they dumped the tequila out, then we bought it and put beer in it. So La Trinidad, which was the Trinity, that won a gold at OBA last year. That was out of that barrel. So those barrels were used for this beer. This and the next one too.
Man,
Why isn't tequila pink? Well, so if tequila's going in old whiskey barrels, you said. Sorry, I was thinking of red wine.
Typically,
Wine
yeah.
barrel.
So it's a red wine barrel. That's why they call it pink tequila.
Right. Okay.
so tequila comes out, you guys have it after that.
Yep.
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 It's crazy because you get a ton of grape, like that like rich, like almost like dried raspberry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Really liked how that beer turned out.
Really
That's
fun.
delicious. Jeez.
Go ahead. You guys can share it. I've got a couple cases. in the back.
Nick's like, I'm good.
Todd, what were you drinking when you were growing up in California?
When I was growing up,
Capri
was
Suns.
this when I could buy it myself
Yeah.
or not?
What were you drinking in high school?
Yeah,
Because you're close to
Bud Light.
Sierra-ish.
Bud Light.
Really? Okay.
Bud Light would have been high school. As I started growing up, like I said, before I moved to Bend, okay, let's say that I'm in my 30s,
Okay.
right?
You look
Killian's.
great.
Killian's. That was
Yeah.
mine.
Moosehead.
Moosehead, good call.
The occasional Mickey's Big Mouth. That was always always
Yeah,
made the
dude.
list.
Next seat of the car.
And then I guess if my lawnmower beer was MGD.
Sure.
There you go.
Then I moved to Bend, and I haven't hardly drank anything that's not microbrew.
Sure. Why would you?
Yeah.
It's Bend, man.
I guess the closest macro brews actually that I've had since then are Belgians, because really those breweries are huge.
That is true. Yeah,
you know,
they're enormous.
in reality.
Yeah. No 10-barrel pub beer coming through.
Not usually.
That's an amazing combination of flavors.
Yeah, holy cow. The tequila is like so prominent in that too.
I love the color and how that turned out. So we've got we have Restitution, our golden ale. This is a strong golden. Restitution's 7.6. It's ready too. It's in a couple of Pinot Noir barrels with each that 100 pounds of blackberries in them. So
Oh, man.
it's we tried it recently. It's like a little darker than that.
Cool.
It's just about ready to go too. So
Dick, hook me up, bro. Mail me a bottle.
so
When's it ready?
That's like originally like this, just basically a series that's supposed to be, just brewery only release kind of thing. But I got the labels approved recently. Got
cool.
colors approved recently. So as we increase our volume, we want to make sure we kind of get you guys some up
Totally.
here and our other distributors a little bit every time we do this. So.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, for me.
Definitely getting the great notes.
I know. I actually really love like properly tequila aged beers. I've had really good ones.
too.
I've had some funky ones, and then I've had ones that are just very funny and interesting. Speaking of this, has anybody tried Nero's new mezcal goza? No. Okay, it's awesome. Do you remember? Okay. Do you guys remember when we did? This is off topic. Sorry, this is just
all right.
local beer stuff.
That's all right.
But Nero's just did this mezcal barrel aged goza, which sounds like it would make total sense. But goza is usually very heavy in coriander. And if you guys were listening to our lawnmower beer episode, we talked about how whip beers are also very heavy in coriander. And that's the main flavor component in like sausage and hot dog and stuff. So when you take a smoky mezcal barrel and you put a coriander-laden beer in there, it smells like sausage a lot. It's like smoky and like smells like hot dogs. It is delicious, and it's like I had it at Hop Farm over in Gig Harbor. It's lovely, but yeah, for sure smells like barbecue sausage.
I've always been a big fan of Backwoods tequila barrel-aged IPA. I think it was Cut something.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Dude, you know, so Silver Moon down there, not too far from there, also does these tequila and mezcal barrel-aged stouts that I feel like are some of the most underappreciated barrel-aged beers I've ever... They're so good, and nobody talks about it, and I hate it. It's so good.
Yeah, I have 2 of those at home.
Do you?
Yeah, James Watts gave us a couple months ago, Christmas time, I think.
Dude, they're fantastic.
Yeah, they're phenomenal.
Man. Yeah, it's
They're
like
phenomenal.
wild to me that people, you know, aren't gushing about these things because it's like one of the most interesting uses of, or one of the most interesting barrel-aged stouts I think I've had recently. And they're awesome.
Yeah, and for a big stout like that, the mezcal actually, you know, the pepperiness of that really actually comes through in that beer, which surprised me.
Yep.
To be honest.
And the smokiness and like
great.
the roasty kind of dark chocolate, it makes total sense.
Yep.
Can we? I feel like we ran through that really fast. Can we crack one of your other beers before break time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the other. This was the other barrel, Chardon du Diable, again 4 Devils.
Yep. All just different ways to say
and
that.
this was on 100 pounds of Chardonnay grapes. Same amount of time, so we emptied them both at the same time, but
Wow.
two different beers that came out. I found that this one for me I thought was a little bit more balanced than the Tempranillo beer.
Really?
Bless you, Matt.
You get a little bit more on the nose, a little bit more of that the Chardonnay grape kind of comes forward for me a bit on this one. But
Ultra fine bubbles on the head too.
I love
They're both
bottle conditioning. Yeah, I mean,
man.
well, you can't go wrong. You have to bottle condition, in my opinion. But that is with a Belgian background or Belgian beer background.
Sure.
I kind of it's not surprising. I feel that way, I guess.
Are you a lambic guy at all? I feel like we've never talked about this.
Not too terribly much.
No?
I'm not huge on the wild / sour kind of side. This is kind of doing stuff like this,
Yeah.
where you're just putting in all the grapes, and there is some wild yeast character that can come through in these beers because of the yeast that's on the skins of the grape or whatever fruit you're using.
Sure.
Is kind of the furthest we've gone at this point.
Okay.
And
I
think
because
it'll all
it does
be.
remind me of. I mean, it reminds me of the nose of some lambic for sure.
Yeah, I think we'll probably in our barrel aging program. That's where we'll end up doing these kinds of things more than we're traditionally a clean brewery. That's just is the way it is. But I think we'll do a few things like this that continue to kind of push the envelope in that direction. And we've had some barrels that we've bought from Ale Apothecary, but I mean they've been sulfured beforehand, so we're not actually getting any character from Paul's culture. But
Is Paul actually retiring? Is he actually going to stop?
To my
Or is
knowledge,
this fake?
to my knowledge, yes.
that's
That's
what
so
we
sad.
recently heard. Yeah.
So that was like bummer news.
Yeah.
And I've talked to Paul off and on, just because he worked with Block 15 and we now work with Block 15.
Right.
So we just have had conversations, and I've like felt very fortunate to connect with this dude because he is like a fucking hero of mine. Just an unbelievable legend, and was like one of the dudes responsible for some of the original Abyss blends, which I talk about that beer quite often as being one of my favorite. Certain vintages of that
that's
are
right.
still some of my favorite beers ever, and yeah, man, Paul Arney is like it's wild to imagine the industry with him not in it.
Yeah. Well, the trees will probably be happy
That's
because he's not going to be.
shaking yeast off the leaves for
Exactly.
the next
Or
20
actually,
years.
doesn't he actually put wort in hollowed out log?
Yeah, I
think
saw
so.
it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I
he does.
went there in
You
2014
saw a wort stump?
or 15, whenever, and I went to his little house in the cabin in the woods, and I was like, "This is nuts!" Yeah, he had like a lauder. He was laudering through pine
That's
exactly.
insane,
pine
dude.
things in a hollowed out log,
Yeah.
doing really cool stuff. Yeah.
I don't know what I've been talking to him. I don't know what the future is, but it sounds like he's just he like is in love with a type of beer that people just don't, it's just the demand isn't there for it anymore, which is a bummer. I ask you all about lambic because lambic is like one of my favorite styles. I end up talking about smoothie beers on this podcast way more than anything, but lambic is the thing that I hope everybody gets to that at some point. I know.
The smoothie beers.
You got a smoothie
I wasn't going to bring
Belgian
it
in
up.
the tanks.
Shut up, Bethany.
Smoothie golden ale.
Don't embarrass me.
Got a surprise for you. We have a smoothie lambic in barrels right now.
Fucking perfect. I think Boca's already doing that.
Whatever floats people's boat. I mean, if people are into that, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Like I can hear Bethany boiling with hatred every time she does that.
No.
Whatever people are into. God. Anyways.
She's our PR.
We're going to take a super quick break, but we'll be right back. Hang out. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for hanging out during the break. As always, a quick shout out to Doug.
Oh, gosh.
Hi, Doug.
We love you.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
And at Channel 253, please go check those guys out. It's a fantastic network of podcasts that cover a bunch of local and very important issues. If you're in Tacoma and you want to stay connected, that's a good way to do it. And we're super happy to be a part of their little community. It is great. We cracked another 4 Devils because we just really liked it and wanted to drink a second one. But yeah, Ron, we were talking over the break about
5 Devils.
I know. We were talking over the break about new brewery space, new food, all kinds of stuff going on in Bend right now. And I'm looking at your guys' menu, and it's like it looks unbelievable. All European inspired. I imagine to pair perfectly with all of your delicious Belgian beer.
And you opened it in 2019?
Yeah. November of 2019 is when we opened, so not the best timing.
Right.
COVID.
You couldn't have known.
Nobody knew that was coming, not long like that. But we made it through. So, but yeah, the menu. Stacy, our executive chef, she's awesome. Does some really great work. I love the food. And it's just kind of like, let's see, like Doug's gonna fall over there.
Here, Doug, you hold this.
You can keep it.
Yeah,
All that pairs perfectly with your beer,
My
too.
stomach belies me.
Obviously.
I know. That's
I would say the mules, though, is definitely
the
my
move.
my favorite. Like I've always went to the spicy Cajun because I like a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
And I don't know, a month ago, I was like, okay, let's try the classic. Well, it's not gonna be as good. That's what I'm thinking. And it came out as absolutely fantastic. I'm like, wow, this is really good.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the like slightly sort of like Cajun fusion idea because that's like,
Stacy does a lot of stuff like that. Where she can even mention we have the Firebird, which I don't think is on there right now. So this Firebird chicken sando. That's just spicy and she brings in some of that kind of stuff in that flair, which actually mixes really well.
that's so cool.
There's the waffle. I see it.
Yeah.
The Liège waffle.
Yeah.
I think those are home
With
sometimes.
hot sauce.
They're amazing.
Okay, stop it.
Now you know why
You can find pictures of it on my Instagram.
Now you know why I embarrassed myself. Mooning over here.
Yeah, man. I mean, you guys obviously are still cranking through COVID and everything. I mean, how was all of that?
Yeah.
Opening up just like, 5 months prior to all the madness?
Yeah, it's like 4 months before we got shut down again, right?
Yeah.
At the beginning of March for two months. We were just starting to get rolling, and it was the point. We'd borrowed a lot of money, and it was freaking my wife out until we got going. And then we started, and you start looking at it every month, look at your P&L, and you go, okay, this is okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. And then you get shut down, and then you start freaking out again. But at that point, it's just like. We sat there on the deck. It was like one of the only times we would be able to just sit out on the deck and have the deck to ourselves, looking at the
Beautiful
shoots.
view, by the way.
Very nice, drinking our own beer.
Yeah.
Nobody bothering us. And we're like, look, it doesn't matter now. We'll get started back up. We'll need $5,000 to buy food again, and get started. And we'll need a little bit more to pay people, but there's no failure. There's no choice.
Yeah.
If we have to borrow money, more money, then we will. Luckily, we didn't have to.
That's good.
And since then, got started back up, and it's been fantastic. It's
Great.
It's doing. January sucked this year, but other than that, it's been
for
really
all of
solid.
us.
Better than
January sucks.
Well, that ice storm.
Ron's like, it was fine. Russian River came in, it was fine.
Just do a bunch of dad jokes. You'll be fine.
I know it's hard. It's hard not to like picture the conversation like, failure's not an option. We're just going to borrow one if we need to. How are we going to pay it back? By selling a bunch of Belgian beer. Like that's right where I'm like the single tear would drop from my face. Like it's like a market that is so difficult to operate in.
Quality wins.
Quality does win.
Quality wins.
I think what was good, I think, for us with this is the way we started with it too, because we were in distribution already for 3 years before we opened the restaurant.
That's true.
So we'd already gone through a lot of the hard stuff. I mean, my wife Robin, she started doing sales and lugging kegs around and selling Belgian beer to people that go, I don't know, Belgians don't really do too good for us. And what ones have you had? Well, I don't know, we had a sour. It's like, okay, but you don't really know what we're selling, So there was a lot of education and a lot of work that she had to do. That kudos to her. We got started, and it kind of was like, okay, it's not so bad. We just got to get this place back open again.
Sure.
And start selling it under your own roof, and it'll be all fine. That's easier for me to say that now.
Yeah.
When she listens to this, she's going, yeah, right. Whatever.
It wasn't that easy. You weren't there.
And now you're taking a huge leap by opening up the Abbey.
So
it's going to double or triple your production?
So it's mostly here's the deal. So yes, we just moved end of March. We moved out of our original location, which was the space where you went, and we had 2 units next to it. So we had this kind of situation that we're okay with volume. Where we were at there, we were okay. We couldn't really grow a whole hell of a lot more, but we had 3 different leases, 3 different landlords, only 1,500 square feet of wet production space. So every time we got to spend 3 hours setting the canning line up and tearing it down. Taking the cans out that you don't use, wrapping those back up, moving them to the next unit.
I hear that.
Dude.
The other brewery I worked at.
I didn't want to do that anymore. And yes, our lease is higher at this space, but it's a much better space. Everything has its location. Canning line, bottling lines are set up all the time. And then yes, there'll be a small portion of it that it will open as the Abbey, a tap room. It's going to be, I think it's looking at like around 800 square feet, something like that. I want to say.
Okay. Nothing crazy.
No, nothing huge, but it's right right behind Bevel, and then it's close to Spider City, which is down the road too.
Awesome.
But we've had the sign up for like about a month, and it's like almost every day somebody's walking in. Hey, you guys open yet? We live right down the street. When are you guys gonna be open? So
that's a good sign.
It's a real good sign. Yeah. So I think we'll be able to open that up as a tap room that we haven't had the presence of in a while. At the production facility. Which will bring, again, the opportunity for people to kind of see the space and do some more tours and stuff like that we kind of stopped doing as we opened the brasserie and just needed all the space. It was just too hard to do that kind of thing. So
totally.
I think this will open that kind of thing back up and make it a little bit more of a connection to folks that come in, too.
That's awesome.
What's moving into your old place?
Brian Pica is with a partner of his, Pete. Pete, I'm sorry, Pete, I can't remember your last name right now. But they're opening Terranaut beer.
Okay.
Terranaut, yeah. So he bought the equipment we were leaving behind, which was awesome. It's great for him. He gets to move into a space just like we did years ago. Yeah, it'd take 2 months. He should be brewing probably maybe end of the month.
Are you getting all the phone calls now? Hey, why is this working like this? when they're trying to brew on, you're the expert at the system.
Not yet.
Not
but
yet.
I don't know that we will. I mean, I will get more phone calls from him, but we've known Brian for a long time. I did a collaboration with 10 Barrel when he worked at 10 Barrel. We did that together, and so we've been friends for a while. So we let him. We knew he was buying the equipment. I said, let's just come in and brew with the guys. learn how to use the system, and we'll show you. You got to brew my beer, but we'll let you use it. Basically.
Yeah, sure.
So he brewed our beers with my team.
Nice.
And so he's got a pretty good idea what he's stepping into. So,
Great.
you just want to help people, and he's a great guy.
That's
so
awesome.
I think he'll do fantastic.
I love that.
The industry for
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
right?
especially Bend too. That seems like very, seems very high tides in Bend, which is like one of the reasons why it's a destination for beer nerddom. We were talking on the break about news that broke about Paul Arney from Ale Apothecary announcing his retirement and putting up the brewery for sale, which is insane. Did you know Paul very well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know Paul pretty well.
Yeah, man. He's like,
Stacy, yeah.
like, talking about you guys producing a lot of Belgian beer. Like Paul was so early on, like doing American wild ale, like kind of as its own style, and capturing local yeast and doing that sort of thing. And it's hard not to think about him being at least like a chunk of inspiration for something like Monkless having a market in a place like Bend. I don't. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Did you guys Did you ever work with them or
Yeah, we did Paul and I, it was our first collaboration that we ever did.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
We brewed the Trinity, and then we put it in barrels. He had it for like 2 years in barrels.
sounds
So I still have balls. I should have brought one of those, Nick.
That's all right.
If I'd have known.
You're like, yeah.
I know.
You left before he announced it publicly, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you come down. I still have some of those. So
Sweet.
we'll-
Road trip.
yeah. Come on down. Just come down and do part 2 in the brewery over there.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's wild news to see. We were
Yeah,
kind of gushing
totally.
about him over the break, but yeah, if you've never tried an Ale Apothecary beer, now's a great time to buy some, because the dude who started that whole project sounds like he's getting tired and ready to move on. So, but hopefully the brewery stays on. Like we were saying, his brewer has been on for a while and might still continue making some of that beer, just maybe in a different format.
Yeah, Connor's real good.
Yeah.
So
And he's been there for forever. But yeah, love you, Paul. Tell us when you're in Tacoma. Right. We have one more beer to crack. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Glad we're not doing a double today. 'Cause
Yep.
this could get rough.
Yeah.
We can
Good
switch.
thing.
We can switch over to NAs for the second one.
No.
Rebirth.
Yeah.
This is the grit and grain.
We're switching to barley wine.
Experimental
God.
triple.
this is Rebirth. This is a blend of a couple of different triples. One was aged in a second use tequila or whiskey barrel, and then the other was aged in a first use bourbon barrel.
Don't go light, man.
One is the Trinity, and the other is a beer we called Father's Beer. That's a longer story. We did this project where this was Hans, my head brewer. I'm not the head brewer anymore. I promoted him when we started to build the other brewery. But
Sure.
Hans is awesome. But this idea was a big beer, small beer, and then we did a blended beer that we released it around Easter. So the big beer was Father's Beer, the small beer was Son's Beer.
Okay.
And then we took the blend and put it in a whiskey barrel, a spirits beer.
Sure.
Right, so this was Father's Beer, and the Trinity blended together from 2 different whiskey barrels. And
Interesting.
we just recently released this.
Did you get any?
Thank you. Please like it.
So,
I'm gonna hand it over to these folks here and see if
is
they-
it safe to assume you've had Curio from Allagash?
I have. Is that the one I've had?
Barrel aged.
I think so.
Barrel aged
Is
triple.
it strong golden though?
I think it's triple.
I've had some buddies. That's what one of the inspiration for not this one. We did this previously.
Yeah.
But was a triple and
Oh, yeah.
and bourbon barrels. But I love the way that those flavor profiles work together, where you've got those fruity esters from the yeast from that triple kind of base, and then vanilla and oak and
Kind of coconutty
and all those flavors blending together and works well. It's one of those you kind of think about initially. Go, oh, well, I don't think that's going to work well. It's always everybody sees imperial stouts and whiskey
Sure.
barrels or something like that.
Sure.
But a nice beer like that, you can't let it sit for too long.
Oh yeah,
You can overdo it really fast.
sure. I imagine it would get hot too because you just don't have like the roastiness and like the richness to kind of balance
it out.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you use the analogy of a family because there's such a balance among this family of beers that you're providing us with.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Did you bring
I
Brewer?
like the tequila one, the whiskey one. I mean, they're all the same.
A little different.
It's all
Yeah.
They're all balanced, though. They're all the same degree of intensity of flavor on each one of them. They really feel integrated.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Love that.
It's barrel aging it's a lot of work, you know. You gotta be on it.
Are you bringing in more barrels now
Yeah.
that you have a bigger place?
Yeah, we have 6 going right now. Oh, we're getting. Oh yeah, this is cool. We're getting.
Okay.
We're.
All right.
I'm so excited about this.
He texted you at 10 p.m. about this.
I think it was that late.
All right.
So Oregon Spirit Distillers, we got a call from a mutual friend that they're emptying 2 rum barrels. It's had white rum in it for 9 years.
Holy shit.
It's now brown rum.
Sure.
These same barrels were used for whiskey for 4 years prior.
Oh my God.
And he needs to combine, and he wanted to sell these barrels, and I was lucky enough to be the first one to respond.
Jeez.
So we're picking those 2 up Monday.
Those have got to be so rich.
Oh, it's just like I'm talking with Hans. What are we gonna put in there? We got all these ideas. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
we'll figure it out.
I know.
You
What
don't
do
know
you
yet?
put in there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know yet what you're
No,
putting
not
in?
yet.
Is 9 years a
my
long
gosh.
time?
9 years is a
rum?
long time.
9 years is a
I don't know
Real.
rum, but it sounds like a long
Like
time.
7 years is like what you'll. If you see an age statement on a rum bottle, 7 years is almost the tippy top of the age statement like limit for a lot of bottles that are like on the open market. Anything more than that is like hundreds of dollars sometimes.
How many of those are you getting?
Just 2.
2?
Yeah.
Well,
I think
not
it's-
just.
so-
You get,
I
yeah.
think,
Just
I think it's cool that you're improvisational. You're taking an opportunity and going, well, I'll go that direction. And I'll express myself that way.
How very non-monk of you.
Buddhism, fine.
That's what I love
Islam,
about
okay.
these beers. I mean, monks, they don't care. They just use what they have to use or what they have available, and
That
is
is
what
true.
it is. And
Actually, that's
they
a
don't
good
care
point.
what style. They don't care about styles. They don't care about any of
Yeah.
that garbage. They just care about making good beer.
Yeah.
So
We were just talking about that. Just like
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
actually, Doug, the term integrated is such a good way to describe that. We were talking about this on the last episode. Is like, you know, there's a lot of like brewers' proclivity to kind of stick to really specific numbers when you're making beer, and you know, hitting your IBUs and your SRM and your gravity. And
this
all
is
that
the
stuff.
problem with competitions.
Dude, this is a super fair point. I've had this talk a lot, actually. That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
But like, it's a, like, the term integrated seems like such a good way to put it because it's like, the idea is just putting something out that is clean and expressive and, you know, composed. Like, I don't want the aromas and the flavors to clash. I want them to complement each other or melt together as much as I can help that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love the idea that you're taking the opportunity to do new things to kind of make that effort a reality. But yeah, like
To do them consistently.
to do them consistently is crazy. And it sounds like you're not out here trying to hit specific numbers. You're just out here trying to make a beer that you know is going to be enjoyable.
I mean,
And
it's
that's kind of the priority.
It's a little bit both. And before I really answer that, I got to give a shout out to Hans.
Yeah.
He, my head brewer, he's awesome.
Why
and
you could be up here today.
He's and he was our barrel program, my barrel program lead before I promoted him to head brewer. But he used to work for Paul, Ale Apothecary
really?
for several years, and then
That's so cool.
so he's phenomenal, and he's got a lot of great ideas. Those two, the Tempranillo and the Chardonnay were both grapes. Those were both his ideas.
Son of a bitch,
but
Hans.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's a mix of both for me. I'm originally as a process chemist. So a process chemist, your end goal in the pharmaceutical industry is to do things the same way, the same time, and get the same results.
Sure.
Make things cheaper and more inexpensively, I should say, faster, but with the utmost quality. I still believe the same about beer, and I do try to apply that every time we brew that beer. But these beers, this gives you that opportunity to do something different that somebody doesn't expect, that you don't even know what's going to happen with it. So there's risk involved, but what's it going to be? I don't know, but it'll be fun. So.
That's the funnest part. Yeah.
It is wild that you can. It's wild that you can describe your previous work at a pharmaceutical company, and it sounds exactly like somebody advocating for brewing at Bud Light. Could have been the same paragraph of words.
I know.
You're like, yeah.
Might be fuck up story time.
That seems fair. Yeah, which I'm excited for this.
Since he's not fucking up,
I know.
we now move to fuck up.
It is time. It is fuck up story time.
Now it's time to throw down on some fuck-up stories. I am Sean Jackson. Challenge flag has been set. Bar is high. Bring it on, fuckers.
Oh yeah, can we grab a fuck up story beer?
Yeah.
Is there a fuck up story beer?
So we should go around the table a different way, then I'll be last.
I know, Bethany. Can you tell? You said you have one. If not, I for sure have some. So
Well, yeah, it's not really my fuck up.
that's good because neither is Todd's.
Well, neither is mine.
Please don't say it was a Greer Monday morning at
But
Peaks.
it did not affect your establishment. It
Okay.
affected somebody else's establishment.
Oh my god.
We replaced some lines at an account, and I went in to clean it the next time. And I went to go pull chemical through the faucet, and nothing was coming out. Well, something came out for a little while, and then I was like, now nothing. And I'm like, that's not a good sign. So I run back because
You gotta run.
I'm imagining a lot of bad things, and it's not a direct draw, so it's a long draw system. The whole chemical had emptied all over the cooler floor because of a line that hadn't been clamped.
Oh
just
Oh,
one
my
clamp,
God.
and it was a lot. So they have a really clean cooler floor now. It was
a
caustic.
mirror.
Yeah, it is squeaky clean. I got the mop bucket out. Everything's all good at this unnamed account. But it was a lot of extra work for me, and I called Greer. I was like, hey.
You're cooking
Where are
tonight.
you? You're gonna also come help me clean up. And I cried a little because there's already something else going on in the morning, and then that one last thing, the one little thing put me over, and I was just like, God, damn it!
Just one
The I cried a little is the most fucking relatable.
But I did. It was legit. So yeah, it sucked.
That's what you can do.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, so I got that clamp back on, and I clamped it, and we're all good now, and the floor is
You and
super
Greer, you're all good
clean.
now.
Greer and I are good.
Greer's
We're
clamped.
Clean up after the man. Okay.
Yeah. All is well.
You guys
all is
run
well.
the same business under the same name, and you're like, no, this is fucking his fault. It's not a Funk Buster thing. This is a Greer thing.
I love you. All is well in the world. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been worse than those things
could have
went
been
through my
here.
brain. It could have been beer. It could have been beer in the middle of the night. So
That is true.
It was all
Could have happened to
We were
anyone,
there for it.
but you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have.
Bethany
done it,
would
but
never.
anyone else.
I had.
Luckily, no food in that cooler, just beer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
Just kegs, which is how you should always design your cooler.
I had a delivery driver dropping off a load of a bunch of beer to us, leave us a 1-star review at our offices. What? Yeah. Well, there's no rules, but like
Like on Yelp?
on Yelp. Yeah, and so we clearly stayed our office hours, and we have Ryan is there at very specific times, and he does most of our receiving, and he gets there at this time, and our office opens at this time. If you're there earlier, you got to hang. That's super normal at every fucking warehouse that you're delivering to. So the driver gets there like 35 minutes early and is just sitting in his car because Ryan is not there yet and nobody is there to receive. While he's sitting in his car, he leaves us a 1-star review, and then Yelp will ping you if you're like logged in and stuff.
Yeah.
So Ryan gets in there and then unloads the car, unloads the truck, and then Yelp pings him, and he sees that like some dude named Mike or whatever left him a 1-star review, and he was like, "Hey man, is your name Mike?" And he goes, "Yeah," and he was like, "The review just said they made me sit and wait."
Wow.
and then so Ryan, like, before he even asked him, he looked at all the reviews this guy's left. He's done this like 30 times at like every place he's delivered to through his carrier company.
Maybe his watch is bad.
He gets to every place early and then leaves a bad review.
Wrong time
And like,
zone.
truck driving sucks. It's hard. I'm sure he's grumpy, and that's totally fine. But like, what the fuck, man? Like Ryan's my favorite kind of person because he's not a big like people person, which is why he does our operations and logistics. But he's very straightforward with people, and it's my favorite thing. Him and I balance each other very well. And he goes, "Hey man, you left us a 1-star review." Nice. Because you showed up early. You have to change that.
Yeah.
The guy goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to leave it at 5 stars." And he like tried to lie about it.
Shit.
It was so weird.
That's great. Did he change it?
He changed it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, for like 45 minutes.
5 stars. They made me wait.
They made me wait. Yeah. It still says that.
They made
too.
me change it to 5 stars.
Yeah. I don't even like warehouses 1 star. Okay, sorry.
Horrible.
I know it was awful. Not my fuck up either, and neither is yours. But it is your turn, and we're gonna drink. We're gonna drink a fuck up beer.
Apparently,
Fucking beer.
if you want it warm.
That's fine. You want to drink it warm? It's Belgian. I mean, how warm are we talking? Nah, we're fine.
We're fine.
We need.
Yeah, okay, sorry. We're going.
Keep it moving.
So I
keep
got
it moving.
to.
So
that's
what are
fine.
we drinking right now?
This beer is called the FNG.
Okay. Which
If
stands
you don't
for
know,
Yeah.
if for some reason your family wasn't in the military, you might not know this. The FNG is fucking new guy. So this beer, this is a those of you who can't see it, it is we call it an Abbey Ale. It is a kind of an amber colored ale, a little lighter than a double, but much darker than a triple. The day I brewed this beer for the first time, I was brewing our triple. I was supposed to be brewing our triple. And I pulled the first mash sample, and it came out looking, amber and brown like that.
Not like a triple.
Not at all. And I looked at that, and I yelled at Wyatt, who was the new guy. I'm not going to say his last name. And said, "What the fuck did you do, man?" And I knew right away what had happened, just because I know colors of grain bags, and we used a lot of Franco-Belge Pilsen at the time. We don't anymore, but we used to. And then their Karamunic is exactly the same bag, and it's written like this big, Pilsner,
Sure.
or Karamunic on it. And so he just didn't read it.
Yeah.
And so 55 pounds of Karamunic went in instead of that being 55 pounds of Pilsen with the rest of the Pilsen. So I was like, all right, well, this is fucked up. What are we going to do? So changed the recipe, changed the hop bill, added some of our dark syrup that we use in all of our darker beers, and some brown sugar.
Yeah.
And just some other sugar just to boost it up to about 8%. And kegged it all, sent it to the brasserie, and everybody was like, "Wow, this beer's great." All right.
And you're fucking lucky.
So almost the best part of the story was when we were trying to name this beer, and we were all sitting around the bright tank, and we were tasting it, and Nick's dad's military. My dad was, Raleigh's dad was. And Wyatt he's 22 at the time, I think. And our marketing guy at the time, Aaron, he was like throwing out all these names that had Wyatt's name in it. And the kid's eyes are like getting big as sausages. I don't want my name on this beer. You could just tell that's what he's thinking. And we're drinking it, and Nick pops up. He takes a sip and he kind of giggles, and we all kind of look at him, and he's like, "We should call it the FNG." And everybody but Wyatt starts busting up laughing because everybody knows what FNG means except Wyatt. And then he goes, what's FNG? And we all start busting up laughing again. So he told him, and he's like, yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah. I thought he wasn't laughing because he did know what it meant.
He should move to Scottsdale.
I don't get it.
It's a Ronism.
It is. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very deep. You have to
Oh, man.
All right, Grit and Grainers, email us at cheers@gritandgrainpodcast.com with your comments, opinions, and thoughts on what if Todd didn't fall in love with Belgian ales and didn't open Monkless Belgian Ales, but instead fell in love with Danish beers and called his Ben Brewery Viking Lean Danish Ales, or fell in love with South African ales and called his brewery Zulu Sparse South African Ales, or Mongolia for Buddhist Light Mongolian Ales, or Brazil, or Yana Mimi Nigger. I'm going to skip over that one. Okay. So many 10%ers. Or Zimbabwe for Bushman Occasional Zimbabwe Ales. We read and drink everything we receive. You get it.
Yeah.
And we try to respond.
We're all with you, Ron.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Respond as fast as we can. If not online, then on air. You can subscribe to Grit and Grain on Amazon, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, and iHeartRadio. And please leave us a review. Also, check us out on Channel 253 and gritgrainpodcast.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for episode notes, beer news, and more Belgian beer highlights, because this is the year you resolve to let it all hang out and lick the fingertips of the monks and stop holding back and stop quivering with unchecked anticipation dread as you realize that if you care a whit for self-definition and spiritual nuance and hot, wet intelligence and deep karmic color, that this tornado-hammered, missing zebra, courtroom fart-ravaged world, Belgium's fruity esters and funky phenols are desperately needed right now. It's true. If this podcast is not what you expected, please alter expectations. We're rooting for Monkless Abbey with all the organic chemistry bonds we can muster.
Yeah.
No such thing as a bad time to visit Tacoma.
No.
There's no such thing as too much barley wine. Tune in next Friday for more sweet chatter. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Thanks, Todd.
Thank you.
Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us at Grit and Grain Podcast wherever you get your social media and catch new episodes every Friday. Cheers.
Good up.
Channel 253 is member supported. I'm producer Doug Mackey, and I hope you will show your support by going to channel253.com/membership and join. Thank you. Grit and Grain is part of the Channel 253 podcast network. Check out our other shows: Nerd Farmer, Interchangeable White Ladies, Move to Tacoma, Crossing Division, Citizen Tacoma, What Say You, We Are Tacoma, Flounders B Team, and Taco Man.
This is Channel 253.